justice because that's only going to benefit them, okay? And where are the weak Republicans that know this is going on, sitting in their houses not caring because they're so worried about their re-election? I think that the people want to see them stand up for the people, and that's what will get them re-elected. Okay? So we need people like Mark and all these real people running for office. I'm sick of these phony, bootleg politicians. Rhinos! Where are the rhinos out there that are not standing up for the political prisoners in January, from January 6th? Where are you? They stand up and fight. Call your congressmen, call your legislatures, and ask them if they're on the side of the Constitution or not. And I wanted to mention, everybody, go to StopHate.com. There you will find a documentary made by a friend of mine. StopHate.com. Clock that in your brain right now. And it shows a lot of evidence about the other deaths, okay, that were there that day. The one that Capitol Police said were mysterious heart attacks, strokes, and overdoses out of the blue at a Trump rally. There's evidence on this StopHate.com that those deaths were not natural causes. And they were not caused by Trump rioters, the way the fake news tried to paint that picture. Okay, guys, I've got a really special guest speaker for you next. His name is Joe Murray. He's an excellent attorney. I've been, myself, trying so hard to find attorneys that will help take these cases, because these guys are being represented by disastrous public defenders, liberal public defenders that are trying to, quote-unquote, get them to do re-education, to gain favor with the right. They're trying to get them, you'll get a better plea bargain if you re-educate and recant anything you said about the stolen election. Okay? Don't take the plea deal, and we need good attorneys that are willing to not be canceled and to step up to the plate and get these guys out of prison so they can await trial from home. Joe Murray, former district attorney candidate, is one of the attorneys that's going to be helping us. And he's a powerful man, former NYPD. That's right. Joe Murray, everybody put your hands together for Joe Murray.
Hello, everyone. God bless you for coming out. It's my honor to be here and come out. Just want to give a little... Sorry. Better? All right, great. It is absolutely my honor to be here, and I see a lot of my friends who served with me on the job. Dave Sieb over here in the red shirt. Hero. We are here, and I specifically want to introduce myself. Aside from being a New York City police officer, I left the job, retired, became an attorney, and it was a weird situation because I focused on criminal defense. And a lot of people, a lot of my former police colleagues say, how could you do that? Being a police officer and now working in criminal defense. And I made the point to them, there is nothing more important than that United States Constitution. And the rights and liberties and freedoms that we all enjoy because of that document must be defended all the time. And our counter-protesters over here, we are united. We are fighting for the same thing. We want the equal protection of the law. The people in this case are being denied the equal protection of the law. Justice is supposed to be blind. It shouldn't matter what your political affiliation is, whether you're black, white, gay, straight, male, female, it doesn't matter. The Constitution of the United States protects all equally. So when I heard what was happening in D.C., I felt that I had to do something. And another retired police officer that I know, good friends with Kara, reached out and said, I got the perfect guy. Joe Murray, he's a fighter. He will fight to the end. Just to give you a quick story about who I am. I worked right here as a police officer in Manhattan. good friend of mine from high school got arrested by 3 detectives. They handcuffed them, smacked them around, brought them back to the 10th precinct. The following day, I decided I want to go find out what happened. So I go there in uniform to challenge them to say, hey, why was it necessary for the 3 of you to handcuff them and smack them around? Make a long story short, he starts poking me in the chest. I push his hand off of me. He throws a punch. Unfortunately, as Dave C. will tell you, the coach of the boxing team, I was the heavyweight for the police boxing team. Sadly, I threw one punch in self-defense and broke his jaw. I thought you wanted to fight. Big difference when I'm not handcuffed, right? So unfortunately, I was arrested, put through the system. The importance of having a good lawyer. I had a great lawyer at first, but he didn't want me to go into the grand jury, and I knew I had to tell my story. I threw one punch in self-defense, and I backed up. So I got rid of that attorney. I found another attorney. I went in there. I talked to that grand jury, and I told them what happened, and there was no true bill. That means they dismissed everything. I just want to let you know, the PBA would not back me. Joe Murray was a cop, a union member, a member of the union boxing team. They would not back me because they said I hurt another cop. The detective union wouldn't back me. I had to fight like hell. I hired Bruce Cutler to do my department trial. Bruce, great lawyer, got me a nolo contendere. It took 8 years to go to trial, but he sued me for $1 million. Right there in that building. 2001, tried the case. But by that time, I had a criminal lawyer, a civil lawyer, a department lawyer, a divorce lawyer. I was broke. I had to represent myself. I gave him the best cousin Vinny you ever saw. I won the case. The judge told me, Officer Murray, you need to go to law school. I retired in 2002, went to law school, and now I am spending my practice fighting for the very people who are willing to stand up, like I did, willing to stand up and defend the rights of those who can't be defended. Thank you so much. I love being here. Keep supporting the movement. Steve?
Just like Joe Murray. And I'm so glad lawyers that are willing to take on some of these January 6th cases. Okay? Speaking of amazing lawyers, Steve Metcalf is coming up next.